Hey everyone, it's Morgan or SD Girl. I apologize once again for it being so long since I have posted anything. I will not even give you excuses. I will only say that life has just utterly been chaotic. But I wanted to update those who are following me on Facebook or on YouTube. And as always, here's my phone. Oh, excuse me. So, what I do not remember when the last time I videoed was, but I do know that it's been long enough to where you guys do not know what I have been going through. So, here is what I have to say to you guys. I have had to crunch down quite a bit on what I could and couldn't have been doing. During the winter months, I was not at all behaving or being good. I was yo-yoing and I just simply didn't really care that much. I did care, but it was one of those things where I was too upset at life and at myself and all of that. And not really upset at life, but mostly at myself. But I have come back with a vengeance. And when I say a vengeance, I mean since the beginning of April, I have lost the weight that I'm supposed to. And like I told you, I do not remember when the last time I told you guys how much I weighed. But at the beginning of this, back in January 2015, so a year and a half ago, I weighed 474 pounds. That was my heaviest weight, and that was when, sorry, the light keeps going in my glasses. But I think that was my highest weight, and that was when I had decided that I was going to get up off my butt, and I was literally I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. So, by saying that, I mean I was just tired of being the weight that I was and not being able to do the things that I wanted to do and all of that. So, I had seen my surgeon in March of 2015, and between January and March, I had lost 30 something pounds. I believe I was 445 at that time. So I had, so almost 30 pounds. So that was what had happened with that. And then I kind of started yo-yoing, and I really didn't care too much, and but I cared enough. So when I had my breakup last July, I was down to 424, I believe, 426, something like that. And then the next month, I was down to 416 or 414 or something like that. I had lost 10 pounds in that month. And then things just kind of went kittywampus and everything. So I was either losing like a few pounds here and there, or I was gaining a few pounds, or, whatever the situation was. So my mom had brought this idea in my head, and it was to go on Nutrisystem. Now, before anybody judges, it was not going to be a tool that was going to be my lifelong thing. It was not. So I played around. I think she brought that up to me in December, January. Something like that. December 2015, January 2016. And I played around with the idea, and I wasn't committed, and I wasn't, I wasn't there. Sorry, everyone. I just realized I'm so sorry about that. Oh, that hurt my leg. But I had played around with it. So I finally realized that, and I apologize once again for all the moving and all of that. And for the record, I am wearing a shirt. I'm wearing my pajama top. I just decided at the end of March, I was like, you know what? I gotta do something. Because my cutoff date for the surgery, I thought, okay, I will tell you guys in a minute why I correct myself with this. But I thought it was the beginning, or I thought it was August 1st. So I knew that my surgery, from the time I would see my surgeon until I would have my surgery, would be 6 weeks out. So I was looking at having to lose that weight by the middle of this month. The middle of this month. So I was, and this was March, end of March, and it was like, I was still at a good, I was honestly probably back up to 420. 416, 420. So, and people think, oh, well, that's so easy to lose. Well, I wasn't very motivated. I wasn't very strong. I was, horrible. So, I finally said, you know what? Forget this. I am going to do something for myself. And my surgeon had said he didn't care how I lost the weight, as long as it was healthy. But he didn't care how I lost it. Whatever way I needed to lose it, I could. So, I bought my first Nutrisystem at the end of March. I got it April 7th, or the very, very beginning of April. And I started it either April 7th or April 9th. I'm not quite sure which day that was. But it came in this big old box, and I know you guys have probably seen it. And, oh, for the record, I did not buy my Nutrisystem off of the actual Nutrisystem site. I actually looked up on eBay to see if they had cheaper ones that were kind of similar. Well, guess what? They do. And whereas the one from Nutrisystem would be it would be over $300. The one in particular that I had was $309. But I got my first one for $155. That included shipping. So I got a huge box, and I got the Turbo 10. If you guys have ever seen that, I got the Turbo 10 with it. But I really started, I really got into it. I really, really did. I was doing all my stuff. I even had started physical therapy and all of that. So, that being said, I did that, and then I was my month was about up, and I went and I bought another one, and that one was $190. Remember, this was eBay, so people were bidding. If I would have waited a few more days, I would have